the silent traveler of the great ocean. The ocean is a world of its own. It has its own paths, its own heart, and many secrets that it hides beneath the deep blue waves. Sailors tell many stories, but there is one story that still makes people feel a chill in their bones. It is the story of a ship that sailed without a soul on board. It was a quiet afternoon in the year 1872. A large ship named the Dei Grazia was moving slowly across the Atlantic Ocean. The sun was shining, and the water was calm. But suddenly, the captain saw something on the horizon. It was a ship, its white sails flapping wildly in the wind. It looked like a ghost drifting in the mist. The captain watched the ship for a long time. It was moving in circles. It had no direction. He grabbed his telescope and looked closely. He could see the name painted on the side, Mary Celeste. He knew this ship. It was a good ship with a strong captain and a kind family. But as he watched, he realized something was very wrong. No one was at the wheel. No one was walking on the deck. "Lower the boats," the captain shouted. He and his brave sailors rowed toward the silent ship. When they climbed onto the wooden deck, they expected to hear voices or the sound of footsteps. Instead, they heard nothing but the creak, creak, creak of the wood and the crying of the wind. They walked into the kitchen. On the table, there were bowls of porridge. Some were still warm. There were half-eaten pieces of bread and cups of tea. It looked like a family had just sat down for breakfast. In the captain's room, a toy stood on the floor, a small doll belonging to the captain's daughter. Everything was in its place. The gold was still there. The food was plenty. The ship was strong and dry. But the people were gone. The captain, his wife, their young child, and the 7 crew members had vanished into the blue. The small lifeboat was missing, but why would they leave? The ship was not sinking. There was no fire. There was no blood or sign of a struggle. It was as if a giant hand had reached down from the clouds and plucked every living thing off the deck. The sailors searched the ship for days. They found the captain's logbook. The last words were written just a few days before. They were normal words about the weather and the wind. There was no mention of fear. There was no mention of a monster. For over 100 years, people have asked the same question: what happened to the people of the Mary Celeste? Did they see something in the water that frightened them so much they jumped into a small boat? Did a strange mist take them away? To this day, the ocean keeps that secret locked away in its deep, dark heart. Some sailors say that on stormy nights, you can still see the Mary Celeste gliding through the fog, its sails white and its rooms empty, forever looking for the crew that never came back.
A message from the captain. Please like this video and leave a comment, and subscribe for more voyages.